fighting again.
There, a.
Hey, was good.
Let's
Geez,
go.
look at the IT specialist over here. I thought you were gonna use some like really cool recording technology or some shit.
Bro, I'm on my laptop. I was
Oh,
gonna use like OBS or something, but I don't think my laptop can handle that.
yeah, it would probably just shut down from overwork.
We lose everything.
We've already lost everything.
Oh my god,
What is
man.
there to live for? Anyway, transitioning to the card.
Moving on from that.
Oh my god. I just want to say they went out of their way to put the worst picture of Dominic Cruz as the that they
Wait,
could.
on the site?
Yeah, on the site. Oh my god.
Where's the Oh, okay. So are we doing 249 first and then I guess the rest later?
Yeah, we can
Or
do all three cards.
yeah, it's good. Wait, 1 second. Yeah, okay, my bad. I'm back. The the wind's got the door slammed. Alright. Anyway. Hello? Damn.
Yeah.
Alright guys, I lost my co-host.
Can you hear me?
Bro, are you back?
I'm
Oh
here.
no, he's actually gone. I
Wait,
think
can
your
you hear me?
mic is just straight up. Maybe
Sorry.
switch to your other phone or well the thing is still recording, so gotta solo entertain. Let's see. Well, I recently finished playing the Uncharted games. Well, I played 1, 2, and 3, and and since I don't own a PS4 and Uncharted 4 is now off of PS Now, I am watching a full game playthrough of. Oh, he left. He's gonna join back. I'm watching a playthrough of Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. Superb. Oh, ja. No, not. Try. Hmm. Why is it not working? Hmm. Okay. You know what? We will get this fixed, and we will be right back after these messages.
Wait.
And
Wait,
we're
go.
back.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm glad it's working again.
It's
Jeez.
okay. That was just like we had a little
Technical
intermission there.
difficulties.
Yeah, just we had a message from our sponsors.
Well, you were talking about Uncharted. How is your experience with Uncharted going?
Yeah, love the games. I know Uncharted 2 definitely gets more love than the rest.
2 was
However,
incredible, man. Oh my god.
I think 2's story was overall better, but I liked 3 more.
3, I liked a lot of the set pieces, like when you're in the desert
Yeah,
and you're like
exactly.
climbing the plane, and that brawl in the bar. Woo.
Yes, like right in the beginning.
Yeah, that was awesome. And I love the characters, man. Like,
It was actually insane how I was legitimately convinced that Charlie killed Drake and Sully right in the beginning.
yeah, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Also, you get more Sully in 3 rather than 2, so I
Yeah, he
liked it
wasn't in
more.
2 at all. Even
Yeah,
Elena.
yeah. But
Jesus,
yeah,
imagine
love.
picking Elena over Chloe, though.
Hey, come
Jeez.
on, bro. I'm
Man,
excited to see how they're gonna bring an end to all of this in 4.
I can't wait till you play 4. It's
Are
really good.
you played it, right?
Yeah, I played it.
How'd you like it?
Yeah, I loved it. For me, I'd rank them 2, 4, 3, and 1. 1 is
Yeah.
just kind of outdated now. So
Yeah. I mean, it was a good.
still a fun game. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
really
good
old.
starter. It reminds me of like the old school. What's it called? The Tomb Raider games. So,
Hmm.
um,
Yeah, it's very old school.
well, would you prefer have you played any of the new Tomb Raider games?
Yeah, I played the first 2, and yeah, they're fun games. Like they're good games to just kind of turn your brain off to. Like they're not
Yeah.
really as good as Uncharted, but I love
Hmm.
platforming in games.
Yeah.
Like and the first one is extremely brutal. Like the way she's always just dying. Oh my
Yes, yeah, bro.
god.
It's wild. Holy moly. They toned it down in the next games.
Yeah, they had to because there was so much controversy. People were like, "What the fuck is this?"
Actually, that first Tomb Raider game of the reboot series reminded me a lot of Uncharted 2 because Drake goes through some crazy stuff in the trains.
Yeah, they definitely stole some ideas there, but and I know in 4 they introduced a whip, like a
Yes,
grappling hook, and then
yeah.
the third Tomb Raider, which came a few years after, also introduced a grappling hook. So there's some strange coincidences happening, but anyway.
They're definitely borrowing ideas from certain places. What are you playing right now?
Oh, I'm playing the remake of Final Fantasy VII.
Oh,
Really
nice.
good.
What's that?
Yeah, it's really fun. Yeah, I don't have much time to play, and I'm fasting, so I'm so tired. I'm
Oh yeah.
really blown up by the time I get my hands on the controller, but it's still a really good game. I love it.
Are you gonna wait until until the release date to play Valorant?
Yeah, I am. I don't even have a code. You want to get me a code? Because apparently our friend Jeremy was in a stream for 10 hours and he still couldn't get a code.
He got it though. He's in.
Oh, he got it? He finally
Yeah,
got
he
it?
got it. He's in it. Peter's in it. Ravish is in. Ravish said he's gonna wait until he builds his computer, and then he's gonna.
Well, the beta's going to be done by then. Jeez.
Yeah.
If
But you
anyone has
are.
an extra code, I'm happy
Yeah, I
to take
mean,
it.
you can just. It's so easy to get a quote though. Like you just open up a tab and keep it on.
All right, I'll try.
I mean,
How long is the party?
I'm assuming you're on your computer for most of the day, right?
Yeah, so just
Yeah.
kind of
So
leave it open.
yeah, just leave it in a tab, mute it, and then you'll get it by the end of the day.
All right, I'm
A
going to
lot of
try
fun
that.
though.
I heard it's really good. I heard it's really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's quite difficult if you haven't come from like a tactical shooter background like me. So I'm struggling pretty hard with it, but it's a lot of fun.
Well, seeing yourself become better at shooters is really satisfying. So
Yeah,
you'll get there.
I gave up on Warzone though.
Yeah, geez, ask this guy you want to play Warzone. Yeah, busy tonight. Jeez.
The only time that I was able to play Warzone was like at around 11 or midnight. I'd just be tired by then. So, well, I guess I could. Never mind.
Yeah, that's not happening. Jeez.
Yeah. Have you heard of Blasphemous?
No, is that a game?
Yeah, it's a really
I know
cool.
the term.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. Honestly, I'm not sure what it's about, but I'm currently playing it right now. You're playing as this character named like the Penitent One. I'm assuming it's like you're on some journey of gaining mercy from some being.
Mythical being. Okay,
Yeah,
that
it's
sounds like your kind of game.
very cool. It's very cool. Platformer, Dark Souls esque. I don't like
Really?
saying that, but yeah,
So it's tough.
it's tough. Yeah. I think it's like the second area you get to, there's a boss fight, and I mean the boss
It's
fights are
already
not.
hard.
They're yeah, the boss fights are not exactly hard per se, but if you have the controls down, you'll get through them quite smoothly. But other than that, the story's amazing. Oh, and it's like that pixel, not exactly pixely
Oh,
anime
I love
style.
those kind of games.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah,
It's
definitely oldish type graphics. It's really
kind of
cool.
like Celeste. I don't know if you've heard of Celeste.
Oh yeah. It's kind of it. Yeah, it kind of looks like that. I haven't
I can't
played
wait to play Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is a game that's on my list.
Hollow Knight was really good. Salt and Sanctuary was another really good one. A lot of great platformers out there. Really blessed to have PS Now though, because there's so many amazing games on there.
Oh my god, it's crazy. I had it for 2 months. I wish I could
Yes.
get like a free year trial or something.
Oh,
Man,
that would be amazing. Yeah,
there's so many games on there.
you just gotta spam games when you have it.
And then put it up on your Groovy.
Exactly. I just finished this game called Soma a few days ago, inspired by Silent Hill.
Oh,
Um,
I can't wait to play Silent Hill 2, like the way you were
oh
talking about.
yes.
Geez,
It's gonna-
apparently someone didn't like the first Bioshock. My god.
Ooh,
Wait, wait, did you enjoy it?
I haven't played it.
Oh wait, okay, never mind. I thought you gave it 3 stars on Groovy. I was like,
I
damn, this guy.
I don't think so. I can check. But I haven't finished. I haven't even technically played it yet.
Okay, then that was somebody else. I was about to be like, bro, Bioshock.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I have it rated as playing. So I
Oh,
haven't rated
okay.
it. But soon. I stepped into the game. I haven't. I think it seems to be heavily inspired by I don't know, but it seems to be inspired by Ayn Rand's writings.
Lot of old school like dystopian stuff,
Hmm. The
like a
Atlas
little
Shrugged.
sci-fi. Yeah, a lot. It's called. There's a lot of Atlas references all around there.
Very interesting. What are you reading right now?
I finished Brave New World by Aldous Huxley.
How was that?
So good. Oh my god. I think the originally I listened to it on this old radio broadcast, and I didn't understand most of it. So
Hmm.
now actually it's a book I think you should actually read in like print. Like so I loved it. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Wow. I'm gonna have to give it a reread.
No,
'Cause
definitely. Wait, when did you read it last? Lead it last.
the
Read
first
it
time
last.
I read it, it was recommended to me by my older sister,
Hmm.
and she's an English major, so she was reading a lot of these types of books. I was in like the fourth grade or something. She was like,
Oh
"Hey,
my god.
I think you
Okay,
should
then you
read this."
should definitely reread it. Oh my god, you probably didn't understand. Why
I
would
was
she
such,
make you read that in grade 4? Oh my god. That's like a prank. Oh my god.
my sister and my mom are very happy to get me to start reading stuff that I will not understand.
Oh my god. That's like reading Count of Monte Cristo when you're like in grade 3.
Oh, I'm almost done that, bro. Like literally 10 pages left.
What? Just finish it, bro.
I'm
Oh my
finishing it
god.
today.
So you basically seen the ending, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to make a judgment on it yet, as I want to, you know that feeling of when you finish a book and then you
The
close it.
last page. Yeah,
Yeah.
that you need that closure. And there is a lot of interesting like phrases that are said in the last few pages, so there's still some
Mm.
meaningful stuff left for you. But
Yeah.
man, that was crazy, that book.
I mean, shout outs to you for recommending it to me, but I feel
Got
like
you.
this might be legitimately one of the best books of all time.
Of all time. One of the best fiction pieces of art fiction ever created. Like that he has to have ascended to write that book. Like I don't know how he did it.
Maybe even the greatest tale of revenge of all time.
No, for that for sure. There's the way it was executed, the way the consistency
Well,
of storytelling and writing.
also, what's it called? Silent Hill 2 might have taken inspiration from Crime and Punishment. Really interesting.
Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, that's
Dostoevsky inspired a lot of just tales that involve murder.
oh man. But yeah, that's pretty good.
How do you like
We're
Clash
lucky.
of Kings?
Oh my god, dude. Okay, first of all, I know I know I said that on Goodreads, but I really regret watching the TV show. These books
Jeez,
are
I'm glad you because I remember when I was reading them, like I was like, bro, this is crazy. Like it's it's something you actually have to read to understand. Like, oh
yeah,
my god.
it's actually insane, and it's so saddening. The impact that it would have had on me if I had not seen the TV show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like when you're reading page by page, chapter by
Yeah,
chapter.
already it's such a page turner. I can only imagine how amazing it would have been if I had not seen the TV show, not predicted, oh man, they're gonna do this or that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Man.
did you say that it was after the fourth book that the show deviates?
Yeah, so the fourth book is where there's a lot of differences. The fourth and fifth. And starting from fifth, there's like main characters who remain alive that are killed off in the show. There's characters who aren't alive. There's a lot of differences.
And
And
I'm gonna be looking forward to that because I really want to um see. I basically want to hate on the show more.
yeah, talk about an absolute just tragic.
Disaster, yeah.
Yeah, Daenerys' second dragon just gets shot down for no reason. Good
Speaking about
God.
speaking about disasters, what do you think about this whole coronavirus UFC situation?
So it's just tragic because the most anticipated fights I've ever been waiting for got basically delayed. And now, I think it's really interesting because this card is incredible. Like, if you're a fight fan, this card is like,
Talking about 249?
yeah, I'm talking about 249.
Oh yeah,
If you're a
okay.
fight fan, I'll come back to the Corona thing, but if you're a
Yeah.
fight fan, this card is great. But man, it really sucks because the implicant. Wow, I really struggled there. Listen, guys, I had a long day at work. The implications of the main event being the new main event and what it could lead to. Like, we could not even get Khabib and Tony if Tony loses. We'll go deep into that when we get to the actual fight. But I think it sucks because this was the time to do the fight. Khabib's gonna be fasting. Who knows what's gonna happen till September?
Mm.
Like, his dad's in the hospital. Like, there's so many
With Khabib's dad?
yeah, he had apparently
Oh,
for pneumonia or something. I think he should
oh,
be fine. But
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
insane how Dana was really pushing to get the
yeah,
cards done.
he
Yeah,
really wanted it done. Only Disney had to step in. Only reason this card's even happening is because Florida just
Florida, yeah. I mean, it was funny how in the interview with Brett Okamoto, Dana was like, "Listen, I had the card done. It's not me.
yeah, his ego stepped in. His ego chimed in because he
It's
did not want to admit
ESPN.
defeat.
It's Disney. It's their fault."
To his credit, he did pull it through, despite everything. But I also think it's kind of stupid that people are these fights should just not be happening right now. I think they should wait. I think they should wait for Khabib. I think
Hmm?
they should do a card in September. That's more than enough time for everything to settle in. No risk of somebody getting infected because it's physical contact. So, but then again, I mean, hey, I've missed these fights, and May 9th is going to
Not
be a fun
complaining.
card. No, yeah, I'm not going to complain. This card is really awesome.
But you are right that unfortunately, safety does come first. However,
Hey, man, I
entertainment
want to see some fights. It's been a long
entertainment might
time.
come first. Maybe.
It actually feels like Izzy Romero was so much longer ago than it was. That was
Yeah.
in
What
March, but
March?
it's
Wow.
still April.
only a month ago. Well, a little over a month ago, but yeah, you're right. It feels like it was done in January.
Yeah,
Feels
yeah,
like
it
it was
feels like a
around.
January.
Feels like it was around the same time that Cowboy lost to Connor.
Oh God, let's not talk about that. Speaking of which, he's fighting on this card again, probably gonna lose again. But yeah,
He's
we'll
fighting
get
on
to that.
249.
Pardon?
Is he fighting on 249?
Yeah, he's fighting Anthony Pettis
No
on the
way.
prelims. Yeah, that's the main
Okay,
event
we
of the
gotta
prelims.
get into before we get into the card. Right before that, what do you think about was Cowboy coming out and saying that he wasn't in the right state of mind when he fought Connor?
Well, the night before the fight, he said we're gonna tear the roof out, roof off the place, and then he got TKO'd within like 20 seconds. I think he just got outclassed, and I think
Yeah,
he's still a very good fighter. He's an
yeah,
excellent fighter. He earned a bigger paycheck than what he got. That was just
for
disgusting.
sure.
And he's always willing to step into fights. He's a Hall of Famer, but I guess like against the elite bunch, he just can't hack it. Like the Gaethjes, the Connors, the Tonys, you know. But he's still a
The
great
highest
fighter.
level of competition.
Exactly. But I still think he's a great fighter. I'd love to see him on any card. I'll watch his fights.
Hmm?
Like he's done so much for the UFC, so I don't want to really just shit on him like everyone has been doing especially
Yeah,
after the Connor fight.
I
So
guess that leads good. That's a good segue into asking you, and was Stephen A. Smith right? Remember he was saying in the octagon that Cowboy gave up, and then Joe was all angry about that.
Hmm. So it depends on what he means by that. Jeez, I feel like I'm Jordan Peterson. It depends what he means by that, because if he means like the fight term giving up, like what people say when Ferguson fights someone and his pressure just makes them give up, like
Yeah,
Anthony Pettis, or they don't want to fight anymore, or like when a fighter's just barely they know they're done, that kind of give up, or like an actual rigged
mentally checking out.
fight, or like yeah, exactly, like a mentally zoning out, they're done, or like a lot of people thought the fight was actually rigged. The promotion of it was definitely rigged because they needed Connor to get a win, like a
Yeah.
guaranteed win, so that was definitely like clear. But in terms of like definitely the fight was definitely not fake, like it wasn't rigged. That
No
if he
way.
meant that,
No
that
way.
was really stupid. But in
Yeah.
terms of Cowboy giving up, yeah, his hands were down, and when he was getting Herb, was Herb Dean the ref? I'm pretty sure it was Herb Dean.
I can't
He,
actually remember who the ref was. I think you might be right though.
I think it was Herb Dean, and he gave like Cerrone a good like extra 10 shots to get up, and Cerrone wasn't even trying to move. So he definitely gave up in the fight.
Yeah.
So maybe there was something there, the pressure. There's a lot of factors, I guess. I guess it's also like when you go in and fight, and you just feel you probably don't feel good when you just get elbowed and punched. And
Yeah.
you're just like, man, I want to get out of here.
Oh, another thing that I feel like is glossed over. I think in the moment he just did not expect Connor to come out like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just
Because
they
he
did
also
not
like,
prepare for that at all.
I think he expected a rangy fight where he'd have time to, because he's a fighter who's never been good at the early round. He kind of
Right.
like paces himself. And I think if it went to the third or fourth round, the fight would have been a lot different. But it's
Agreed.
like, but then again, if it's 170, Connor's cardio is a lot better. So
Yeah.
he is like, but like those first few rounds, Connor was just, oh my God.
It's unexpected because I don't. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Connor's ever come out like that.
Never like against Nate. He's been aggressive with the strikes, but never like getting in a clinch, using his
Oh,
shoulders, a head kick. Like we have
got him
not
with.
seen that.
Did he get him with the knee at first, or what?
It was a
Is he,
knee and then a head kick,
then
and
the
a head
shoulder
kick to
strikes,
someone
right?
who's a lot taller than him too. The shoulder strikes were
Oh,
right at the beginning because apparently
wow.
I don't know what the coaching direction was, but Cerrone went immediately for the clinch. So he
Right.
also has
Yeah.
that direction to blame of. I don't know. Maybe that's what everyone was saying. The wrestling, because, but man, that
Kind of
did not
reminds me
work.
of John and his stubborn coaching team. They're not just
Yeah,
changing their coaching style. So
it's
it
really
seems like it's
bad.
the same way.
Yeah, it's really bad coaching. God.
You know, I guess
I think
then
they have the same coaching too, don't they?
Jack's
Or
Winkle
did he used
Winklejohn?
to be in Winklejohn?
I think he left.
He left. Well, he clearly carried over the bad
Yeah.
advice. Jeez.
It seems like Cowboy. I don't think he self coaches, but I think he does a lot of his own
Own
stuff.
stuff, yeah. Especially from embedded, like he just calls up his guys to do his own kind of. I
Yeah.
mean, listen, it works for Tony Ferguson, and it clearly doesn't work for others.
Yeah.
So,
Although I think that's just a massive difference in skill. That's
yeah,
why Tony
and
can do it.
age though, man, he's so
Age, you're
old.
right.
Like, where people are expecting a really like older fighter to like compete with prime fighters who are just killers. Like, it's just not gonna.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
And also, Eddie Bravo was saying that they've got stuff like for Tony, they got stuff planned for Khabib. So that just goes to show that they watch tapes, and
Hmm.
Cowboys team doesn't watch tapes at all. They don't
Do
watch
they?
tapes.
Like, they
Yeah,
don't? That's
don't.
just foolish.
Well, I know Cowboy doesn't. He says that I just leave that up to my team. But
Hmm.
I mean, I feel like the fighters should be watching stuff.
You
We
have to
know
see
how
with your own eyes. Yeah.
exactly. We know how beneficial it is from the Dominic Reyes fight. I mean, him on the bike was a meme, but I mean, it paid off.
Man, I know he's not fighting on this card, but that was one of the most like he changed my mind about a fighter ever.
Yeah,
Like the performance he put on, like his striking. He dropped John with the stomach shot. Like
I still think that was a slip,
I know
though.
we disagree about. I love that awkward 2 second silence. Wait a sec. See, me and Fuad, we disagree about that. I'm willing to say that it's unsure because he might have
Yeah,
slipped, but there, if you watch the tape, correct me if I'm wrong. If you watch the tape, he gets hit by the shot. The reaction happens, and he kind of falls over. So it's not like he trips from his legs. Like it was the shot, but
it
it's
seemed like
possible that he could have tripped because we
I
thought he
know
tripped until they showed the replay at the end of the fight.
100% the shot landed. I just I, I'm a little unsure about if it was a proper punch or if it was more of a push. I feel like the push might have made John slip. But can go in either one's favor, to be
I'm
honest.
willing to agree with you halfway. I definitely think he did a punch and it landed because John, like the way John reacted, it definitely hurt. But he could have just like fell, like he could have just tripped, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to. That is possible. So we kind of don't know.
I will
So
have to say though, I believe John is completely incorrect in thinking that he was winning the fight for the majority of, like he was winning the majority of the fight. I think that's completely wrong.
yeah, he's just deluded for that. And even his argument about the takedowns, all I think 7 out of the 9 takedowns that he attempted were stuffed, and the 2 that he did land were in the 5th round, which were
Yeah,
undisputedly his round. Nobody said even the 4th is like his round. Even though
we
Reyes didn't do badly in the 4th round. In the 5th round, he was just not there. But in the
yeah.
4th round, he was kind of still fighting back. But in the 3rd round, he stuffed every takedown and he was outstriking. So I don't know. That was just silly.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a real problem with John winning that fight. However, I do have a problem with the judges. I think they messed up 2 other fights that same card, and they messed up on this John the main event basically. So I mean, something definitely needs to be done about the judging. Maybe this coronavirus stuff will change the game.
And also, it's the state too. They were in what, Texas? Texas
Oh
is
yeah,
known for shady judging and like. And I think there's like certain fighters that they'll get the benefit of the doubt, like a Mayweather or a John Jones. It's gonna be hard to get a decision over them, no matter how well you perform.
mm,
Like, I think for John to lose, they're gonna have to knock him out because even if you win the 3 out of 5 rounds, they're still gonna just lean. You're gonna have to win 4 rounds decisively to beat John with the
That's true.
judging.
Yeah,
Even though like technically, like you like people would say, okay, he lost the fight, which is
yeah,
true, but I don't know. It's just he's a big name, so they don't want him to lose, and they're starting to market him as undefeated, which he never lost the one he got disqualified, which is
yeah.
true. That's silly. That
Yeah,
yeah, then no, so that should technically just be a no contest.
agreed.
But and I do think he won the Santos fight. I don't think he won the Reyes fight, like for
Mm,
sure. But that
yep.
anyway, that's gonna be something that's gonna be debated, and I think they're gonna rematch anyway. So, but
Yeah,
I
I
do
mean,
think John's gonna win the rematch for sure. So it
yeah, I
sucks because
think
it was like that was Rey's time to win, and now
uh,
he's gonna lose the rematch.
definitely deserves a rematch. But I agree that John will probably take over the
He's
rematch.
really good at rematches, and now that he knows how dangerous Reyes is, he's just
Not
gonna
gonna
be more
take him. Yeah.
aggressive. Yeah. So it,
All right, he's back.
oh damn! Wait, did it?
Yeah, I think it just cut for a couple seconds.
Okay. It's fine. Everything's gone.
On
Listen,
Craig.
it's fine.
Jeez, Craig, we're doing work
Well,
here.
we've technically not even started the card yet, so it's
Yeah.
fine. But
Want to get into the card right now?
yeah, we can get into the card before it cuts off again. Jeez.
Yeah. Want to start at the bottom of the early prelims,
Yep. Okay.
starting with
Okay, so oh, this guy's fighting Bryce Mitchell.
Ryan Spann, Sam Alvey. To be honest, don't care. I mean,
I'll be honest, I don't know who anyone is till you get to the prelims. I got you on the prelims. I think
Sam Alvey. I watched a couple of his fights. I don't like the way he fights,
so you're going with Ryan's fan.
so I'm gonna skip over him. Now, when it comes to Bryce Mitchell and Charles Rosa,
I'm
bro,
going with Mitchell.
you know Mitchell,
Yeah. Well,
guy
no,
who did
no, I've
watch.
seen memes.
Yeah. He's the guy who watched how to do a twister online on YouTube and then did it in a fight.
Okay, that's cool. So his fights are exciting. I've never seen him fight.
Yeah. He's really cool.
So I'll go
Definitely
with him.
going with Mitchell, bro. Now this right here, Vincent Luke versus Nico Price.
I've heard of these two
Bro,
guys.
this is gonna be insane. Nico Price got a upkick knockout, either his last fight or 2 fights ago.
Ooh,
Insane.
welterweight. Yeah, I think this
And
is going to be a good fight.
Vincent Luke is the guy who lost to Wonder Boy. Previous fight.
Oh, okay. Like
Very.
recently.
Right, here we go.
Okay.
Prelims?
Okay, let's go. Okay, this is all
Dude,
juicy. Every
yeah.
fight. All right, so Fuad knows that I do not think Souza is a very good fighter. Middle of the pack, gatekeeper, but he's still solid.
I mean, I would agree. I think he is a gatekeeper at this point. He's definitely out of his prime. Um,
I'm
the
going with the
problem
Uriah Hall.
Yeah, that's the problem though, because Uriah Hall was like the prodigy in the beginning. You know, he was going to be the next big thing, but something happened.
He lost his last fight, right? Against
He lost a bunch of fights. He started to go on some decline, but it wasn't because of his skills, because he wasn't able to get his head in the game, basically. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Hall as well.
yeah, my head wasn't in the game. Speaking of hype, that guy's coming back soon. Abdul Hassan Razak, because he had like a
Oh
loss.
yeah,
He had like a
that guy,
lawsuit, but apparently it got settled finally. So hopefully
Abdul
we'll see him
Razak.
back soon.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, him.
Yeah, that guy was just finishing dudes. He had like a whole like charge or something. But yeah,
Wasn't that the guy? Yeah. I think he knocked out Nico Price actually.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. A little insight for you. But
Oh, here we go. Michelle
all
Watterson.
right, so
Quote
you
unquote.
already know I'm rooting for Michelle. She's a mother. Is it a mother of two now?
Damn, I didn't know that.
No, I don't even know. I'm just guessing.
All I know is that her nickname is the Karate Hottie.
Pretty good nickname.
Yeah. I guess I'll go with
Not
Waterson.
rooting for anyone with the name Carla. Jeez. Alright, next fight. Werdum was actually a fighter I used to watch a lot in like high school because I used to watch like heavyweight UFC fighters
Yeah.
fights. So like Bigfoot against Kane and like
Yes.
like that classic heavyweight like.
Yeah.
So Werdum actually knocked out Kane, and then he got knocked out by Stipe when he was running backwards. No, he was running forwards. He just got knocked out. So he was the champ not
Wasn't
too long ago.
on like Peds?
Yeah, he was on Peds. But
Assuming
so,
he's
assuming now he is, but I mean, apparently they're not getting tested right now. So,
Oh, really?
geez, I think they will fight night, but right now since they're in quarantine, they're not. So, but I'm gonna go with Werdum. I think Werdum.
Oh, so this is his fight coming back after the
I think he lost another fight after the
okay.
Stipe one. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'll go with Werdum as well. I mean, Oleinik has been doing quite well. Yeah, I think he lost to Alistair Overeem recently, but yeah, I'll go.
I remember. Was that
Yeah,
before
I'll
or
go with
after Overeem's lip got like
Oh, that was
destroyed?
before. Yeah, that was
Oh
before.
man, that sucked because he won that fight and then he just
Yes.
that was
Oh, that guy is crazy. We'll talk about him in a minute.
yeah. He's coming up. So we got Pettis and Cowboy. We talked a lot about Cowboy, so I think Pettis is gonna win. Even though Pettis has been on the downward spiral, but I think Pettis has like good knockout power, so I think he's gonna get the TKO. I think he's gonna win the way Gaethje beat Donald. He's gonna just kind of like.
I think this is where we're gonna have to
divide.
Yeah, because I got
See, Fuad's
Cerrone.
been rooting for Cerrone for the past few fights, and it hasn't ended well.
Ow!
It's not gonna continue.
I mean, I
well.
had Tony winning the Cowboy fight.
Yeah, that is true. You had Cowboy in Conor McGregor. God. God.
Cowboy wins.
Okay, listen, you've proven me wrong before, and Cowboy is a good fighter. And hey, he's beaten like fighters at the caliber of Pettis because Pettis is not elite anymore. So,
yeah, I mean, Pettis is also mid tier. Like nothing.
He did knock out Wonder Boy with the Superman punch, but that was kind of a lucky KO kind of thing. So,
it was a oversight on Wonder Boy's part. It was pretty much near the end of the round, and Wonder Boy dropped his hands. He thought the round was done, and then.
Oh, fun fact! I didn't know Wonder Boy was into anime. He was doing like an interview in his room, and he had a bunch of anime posters on his walls. Yeah, pretty cool.
Anime.
I think he had a Made in Abyss poster and an Attack on Titan poster. Those are the two I remember.
Dude, so he's into good
choices. Good choices.
All right. Well, Greg Hardy.
We can get to the main card.
Castro, yeah.
Okay, shout out to Greg Hardy, even though like he's like not the best guy. He's always fighting, and his fights are always like they're interesting. So I think Greg Hardy is gonna win. Actually, I don't remember Jorgen de Castro, so I think I'm gonna go with Greg Hardy.
Okay, see, here's the thing. I think we gotta separate his past with his fighting ability. I think Greg Hardy in the past, he's not a good person exactly. It's kind of like John Jones in the way where
he's not, but at least John Jones is a technical good fighter. I feel like Greg Hardy is just straight KO power, but he's still developing. Exactly. He's very new because he came from football. So
from one fight to the next, he developed like movement. Like he had pretty good movement in his like third fight, and that was only his third fight.
He's an athlete. He's played college football. He ran quarterback. So
yeah, I guess we both got Greg Hardy on this one.
All right, next fight: Jeremy Stephens versus the hardest hitting 145 pounder.
Oh my god!
This guy,
Alvin Kattar.
Don't move. I think Kattar's gonna win. His striking is really good. I think Kattar is like a low key top 5 actually. I think he's really good.
I think Jeremy Steffens is a 145 gatekeeper, and I think Calvin Cater will be able to breeze past him.
Yeah, I don't see Cater getting knocked out. And I think one thing I love about Cater's fights is like his aesthetic, like his striking. That's why I love the Zabit fight. Both of them were so nice to watch. Like
Yes.
that puts into perspective how good Zabit's striking is, because he was dodging everything and landing so many shots.
And
So
yeah, I think we
I-
both got Cater.
I'd love to see Zabit fight Volkanovski. I think he
Ooh.
beats Volkanovski,
Yeah, I think he beats Volkanovski, but I
loses
think
to
he
Max.
loses to Holloway. Yeah.
Yeah, he loses to Max. Him versus Ortega would be very interesting. That would be
He just
half.
destroys Ortega.
This because Ortega is like he could get a sneaky sub. Like
Yeah. Listen, bro,
but
I know
think
you don't
most likely
Ortega,
Zabit's gonna
right?
win. Listen, after him maliciously attacking Jay Park, attacking a fighter's translator when the fighter goes to the washroom has to be the most pathetic display ever. Who does
I mean,
that?
I don't disagree.
Imagine attacking the translator. And okay, if you're gonna do it, attack him while the zombie's there. He waits for the zombie to go to the washroom and he clips Jay Park. Jeez.
I can
That
only
was
imagine
uncalled for.
Jay's reaction. Hey, not me.
Yeah, apparently he was very confused. Rightfully so. But and dude, that's a punch from a professional fighter. Oh my
That's
god,
ridiculous.
that
And he
must
took
suck. Yeah, well we don't there's no eyewitness account. He might have gotten knocked out. We don't know for sure. Listen, he's not gonna go on the Ariel Hawani show and be like, "Yeah, I got knocked out last night." Jeez, that's
It must be one of the most humiliating ways to get knocked out. Just get hit in a chair and you just slump back.
that would really suck. Yeah, because you're in a chair, you're But I've heard getting punched hurts a lot more when you're moving. So it's like when Dustin hit Khabib. Khabib was moving backwards, so it like edged him like armor almost, like your armor getting chipped. Yeah. So moving backwards or forwards, like Jose Aldo, it definitely it hurts more.
And with the what's it called? That fight, the welterweight fight. You know who I'm talking about. The title fight, the Kamaru Usman versus
Colby Covington. That was an incredible fight. Oh my god!
Best round, yeah.
What a great fight!
Dropped him with the he split him. He split the jaw. Split his jaw right down the middle.
It's weird because for Usman, when I hear him talk, it's like his persona is so cringy. But when he's fighting, man, I just forget about everything. I forget about all of that, and then you watch him fight, and it's so much fun.
Nice.
Oh my god!
It's really hard to cut
shorts.
like him.
So +1 shorts. Well, I think he's trying to be like the whole alley gangster. Like everyone in that crew has this persona they put on.
That's true.
But
I don't know.
It's whatever. I don't really care. I don't like his persona is whatever. He's not even really like disrespectful like Colby is, so I don't care.
Like who?
Like a Colby Covington. Like it's not like something where it gets very personal or like saying stuff that's just kind of silly or political. Yeah. He just says Usman just says dumb stuff, so it's whatever.
Well,
I like his fights.
Annoying, bro.
Yeah, he's just annoying. I love his fights, and I like the whole face paint stuff.
Yes, that's the coolest thing.
That was cool. All right, we got the next. I think this might be the fight that's going to be the. Man, it's crazy because either like the main event's going to be crazy or this, but man, this is just going to be insane. Like
the arena.
Someone's going to get knocked out, that's for sure. 100%. Okay, one question for you. Do you think this fight goes past the first round?
Oh. I don't think so. I think Francis...
I think it's going to be first round. Oh my god, this is going to be...
angry that he hasn't gotten a fight in so long. You have anger on Francis's side, and then you have on Rozenstruik's side, you have ambition. This guy who's just been knocking out everyone, who he sees the only other person in my division who has my level of knockout power is standing right in front of me, and I 100% get the title fight.
I think this should be for the interim belt.
Isn't it for the interim belt?
It's just the number one contender fight, I think. I think it should be for the interim belt.
After this, it's gonna be the rematch, right? The
DC
third
and Stipe.
fight. And then I'm assuming the person after that gets this.
Yeah, I think it should have been for the belt because that's going to be in who knows when. And then the fighter needs time to rest and then the camp. So that's another 4 months. So that's almost 6-month gap.
Francis wins this fight. He's fighting next year then. He's going to wait for the title fight.
Do you think Francis beats Stipe in the rematch?
That's a really good question. He clipped Stipe once. I think to be able to figure out if Francis beats Stipe, we have to watch this fight.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. That's a great point. Great idea. It's a great point.
We
definitely not an idea because they're going to be just going in there and naming each other.
We have to see what Francis comes back with because he's been off for so long. We haven't seen him in so long, so we have to see is his movement any different? It's so hard to take out Stipe.
Yeah, it's really hard. He's a really good fighter, man. His wrestling, everything. So, yeah, I think we're both going with Francis for this. But I wouldn't be surprised if Rozenstruik wins somehow.
And, bro, that's why
this fight's exciting.
Fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is such a toss-up fight only because we know Francis has been tested more than Rozenstruik. Rozenstruik seems to have the scarier level of knockout power.
Yeah.
Seems to be. Oh, he touched Alcer once. That's what happened.
But that goes to show how bad his engagement is. I mean, it took him so long to get that shot. So if he needs that long to get something off, Ngannou's not going to be chilling. So I think most likely Ngannou's going to win. I think most, 90%. But it's heavyweight, so everyone can get a shot.
I mean, that's a very good point. Okay, I think you just convinced me to go with Ngannou.
And if he tries to engage on Ngannou's going to do that uppercut, man, that disgusting uppercut.
Yeah. Hell sweep.
You can't engage on Ngannou like Kane was doing, man. So yeah, I think Ngannou wins this for sure.
I think I'm gonna go with you. I agree. Ngannou wins that fight.
Okay. I think we've agreed on every fight other than the Cowboy Pettis fight.
Cowboy fight, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, these two are kind of dangerous.
So for this, the thing is, I want Cruz to win. I love Cruz. I love his fight knowledge. I just like him, in general. And Henry's pretty cringy and I want him to lose and I want Cruz to win. But I just think the difference in skill, even though Cruz is very skilled, but he struggled a lot against Cody. And when he's fighting Cejudo, who's kind of he's a bigger guy, that wrestling is just, I think, even from knockout, I think he could even knock out Cruz. So every skill attribute that it goes to, I think Henry's just better. It sucks, but I wouldn't be surprised. Cruz could pull it off,
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you. I love Cruz.
I wish it wasn't this way. I don't want Henry to win.
I don't like Cruz commentating all that much, even though I love his analysis.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's the best on the commentary team. However, in the octagon, he's amazing. Love watching him fight, and I was so excited to see his return. It's just
not this. It's too early, and then you also take into consideration how much he's been injured.
Exactly.
Injury after his body is just not the same when it's a fresh Cruz, and I think he beat TJ, right?
Beat TJ, yeah.
He beat TJ, who was he was beating everyone. I mean, he was on that EPO, but that makes Cruz look even better. So Cruz in his prime, I think would be Cruz in his prime back then would have beat Henry, but Henry now beats, I think is just definitely gonna win. But hey, you never know. UFC is so unpredictable, so I hope Kuz does it. But
What
if,
it comes down to his injuries, honestly. Their age,
yeah,
they're
there were
approximately.
a few. It's been a few years now since he's fought, because
uh,
he got healed and then he got hurt again. So
I just feel like he's gonna, because this is a 5 round fight, obviously.
mhm.
But the problem is, I don't think Cruz will be able to make it 5 rounds in a healthy manner.
Yeah,
I feel like
definitely not 5 rounds.
he's gonna get injured somewhere in the middle, and I think Cejudo is gonna capitalize on that, and I think Cejudo is gonna come out with the win. Unfortunately,
He's gonna need to, if Cruz is gonna have to get like a lucky knockout, like a TKO win, and
I
then
don't
just
see
drop
that.
him. Because he's not gonna win in the wrestling. He's not gonna get a submission. He's
Yeah,
gonna have to like get a good shot, drop Cejudo, and just just hit 100 shots till the ref stops it. That's the only way.
see Cejudo getting knocked out by him. I don't.
Exactly. I just don't even see that happening either. So
Guess
anyway,
we
next fight. Yeah. Jeez.
all right. Ferguson and Gaethje. Jeez.
Justin Gaethje against Tony Fury. Man, I kind of just wish they didn't do this fight yet.
And this is man. Come on, why'd you guys do this?
I mean, it's gonna be a great fight for being a fan. It's gonna be exciting. But if Tony loses this, you just lose like the biggest fight ever. Like,
If Tony loses this, well, we're never getting a Tony versus Khabib.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, it could still happen, but it wouldn't be the same. They both have those win sprees. That
Oh,
aura.
if Tony loses this, why would we get that fight?
Well, I mean, if
Khabib
Gaethje,
only wants 2 more fights at max.
I could see them still doing it. If Gaethje wins, he fights Khabib, loses to Khabib in September, and then Khabib gives the next shot to Tony as a kind of like, because they need content. Who else is there? James Wick. Like, there's nobody else in lightweight, and he doesn't want to do the Conor rematch unless they get GSP.
GSP fight.
Yeah, that would be cool. But I think I want the Tony fight for Khabib for his legacy. I want that name on there.
Agreed.
So
I mean, I think it's the fight that needs to happen. It just doesn't seem like it will. You see what I'm saying?
I do think Tony's gonna win, though. I
Against
do think.
Gaethje.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because even
I
if Tony gets hit by a bad shot, he'll recover. He'll always
I
spin
think
around. He'll
that's the
always do the
problem.
Dark Souls.
I think that the whole thing about him he takes a shot every single fight.
Hmm. And
And
one
I
of
don't
these shots is gonna be bad one day.
it's because of Gaethje's knockout power. Like his knockout power is insane. I don't
Thing is, though, Gaethje doesn't handle pressure well. Like when Poirier was going on him, like he kind of like gave up almost essentially.
Mm.
And with Tony's pressure, like him coming in like crazy, and that cardio. If it goes 3 rounds, Justin's lost. He needs to knock Tony out within the first 2 rounds.
Agreed, yeah. I mean, wait, this a 5 round? This is a 5 round fight.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
5 round fight.
so you're right, yeah. Damn. I mean, I know MMA math. This isn't how MMA math works, but I mean, if we look at what Tony did to Cowboy, then we look at what Gaethje did to Cowboy. Gaethje just straight up knocked him out,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
Tony just
Well,
basically beat him up and made him. I don't know. That's technically a doctor stoppage, right? Because of
mhm.
the eye.
Yeah, the eye.
I'm just scared, bro. I feel like Gaethje has.
I'm
That's
definitely scared too. I mean, if they just threw a can at like another Kevin Tony again, I'd be like,
yeah.
okay, Tony's just gonna win again. But it's like, man, it's too risky. But I still think Tony's gonna win.
By the way, do you think Tony cutting weight 2 times in such a short period of time will have any impact on the fight?
I don't think it'll have an impact on the fight, but I think it was silly and dumb because it could impact him. You never know, and
Yeah.
like he's just gonna be like, that's just stupid. I don't know why they let him do that. Like,
Legitimately cut the weight. So
like so dumb. I don't know why he would do that.
yeah.
But I don't think it'll affect the fight. I think he'll be fine. Like the cut was what, like a week ago. But man, that was just silly. But I'm going
Well,
with Tony. I want Tony to win. I think he's still gonna win. And hey, if he wins, we got a hella excellent fight out of it.
I agree with what you're saying. When it's just I'm
I'm scared.
there's something about Gaethje, bro.
There's something about
There's-
yeah.
I don't think Tony's gonna be able to get a takedown on Gaethje unless he
I
does
don't think
something.
it's gonna go to the ground for either. Like
It's
both
gonna
of
be
them.
a stand-up fight, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be an entire stand-up fight.
I think because of this whole situation. Although, another thing that I guess we got to think about is Tony's been training for Khabib, and he's just been training constantly. And Gaethje has maybe been training for Tony for maybe 2 weeks,
Yeah.
2 to 3 weeks, right? So I wonder if the overwork might put the fight in an advantage for Gaethje. You know what?
Mm,
I'm just gonna
yeah.
say,
No, I think that's a good point.
for the sake of all of this, I'm just gonna say I think. Oh man, it's hard. Uh, but if
It's
I had
definitely
to,
hard. It
yeah,
could go either way.
you got Tony.
I got Tony. I think Tony's gonna
Tony
win.
by knockout or decision or what?
I think TK
KO.
or submission, even submission.
You know what? I'm gonna say. Damn, Tony hasn't lost yet though. I
That's
mean,
the thing.
in
That's
12.
why I'm his pressure, his cardio. The only thing that people would be counting on is like a knockout, like a flash knockout. And even then,
Yeah.
like even Cowboy didn't get knocked out. Knocked out. Like he went on his knee. I think Tony has more heart than Cowboy in that
Yeah.
way. And like who else? I know the Barboza got like flat out knocked out, and Michael Johnson too. So Poirier does. I mean, Gaethje has power, but it's hard. But I still think Tony's gonna. That I think the way the odds are more on Tony's favor.
So I just pulled up the stats just to give because this prediction is, to be honest, kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
And so Tony's has never been knocked out, and it seems like, well, it looks like Gaethje's been knocked out twice in the past by Dustin and Eddie. And that was quite recently, 2018, 2017. And the
Mm-hmm.
last time Tony lost was in 2012, and that was by decision to Michael Johnson. So,
Mm-hmm.
but however, here's the thing. This is the page turner base. Gaethje has 18 of his 21 wins as knockouts.
Oh my God, that's scary.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he delivers Tony his first knockout loss. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it could. No, it could happen. Like
Tony
it could.
has insane recovery, right? Gets hit and he falls and he rolls out of it and he comes back. But what if he just doesn't this time? So, you know
Yeah,
what? After all of this, I don't know. I don't know the science behind weight. I feel like cutting it twice. Obviously, the second time is not going to be as hard as the first because he's going to be around the same weight. But I'm going to go with Justin Gaethje, and
I'm going
I
with
will
Justin.
say I'll say TKO.
Knockout.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough decision.
It's a tough decision. No, I definitely could see that happening. Like,
Yeah. But
hmm.
yeah, I mean, pretty solid episode, I think.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you there. Pardon?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's good.
Nice. Did you want to run through the other cards, or should we cut it here for today?
Uh, hmm. I guess we can do the other cards next time because we'll be more focused. Because
I'm
when are
down for
they?
that.
Yeah, we can. That way, we'll have more time to focus and it won't be rushed. You know, We can
Actually, I
like
just looked at the next card after that, and it's showing that it's to be determined. So the proper card isn't out yet. So I guess we
okay.
can do it whenever that comes out.
Yeah, we'll do it like the week before.
Yeah,
No, it
but
is.
I think that was a pretty solid episode of the weigh-ins. You know.
No, for sure. We like dived in a lot, went into like every fight. I think we got every like I did. We got to talk about every point that we wanted to.
I agree.
Like,
And not only did we get to catch up and see what we've been doing, I mean, there's a lot that more that we could talk about at lives and what and hobbies and stuff like that. But I
mhm.
guess when it comes to majority of things that we are currently doing, games, books, anime and stuff, we gotta cover anime and manga some other day.
No, for sure. Like a more focused like anime manga
Yeah,
episode would be perfect.
I guess we'll call it something different. Actually, no, we'll keep it the wins. But yeah,
The
pretty
Weebins.
solid
I don't
episode.
know. Yeah,
I don't know.
definitely.
I don't know if I'll name this episode 1 or episode 4. Um,
4, I think, right?
Unless we keep this as the proper first episode of the weigh-ins, probably not. We'll call this
uh,
the
the
weigh-ins
new
quarantine.
weigh-ins. I don't know. We could like have seasons, like
It's
yearly
true.
seasons, something. I
We'll
don't know.
call, we'll call this the weigh-ins quarantine edition.
But yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Well, that I think that was pretty good. And we'll end it there then.
Yep, sounds
Right?
Gucci.
You wanna say anything to the viewers,
Uh,
listeners?
we're good. We're good.
Listen, guys, from Hamza and I, we just want to thank you all for your support, and I
Yeah,
give a thanks to our sponsors, PS Now.
I want
Um,
to thank Craig.
yeah, I want to thank Craig. I want to thank Goodreads and Letterboxd.
Groovy. Uh,
Uh, our
sponsor,
sponsors.
sponsored by
Sponsors.
PS Now. Sponsored by
Yeah.
Valorant. We're
Sponsored by
giving away
Riot
some
Games.
keys, or if you want to give us some keys, I'm currently can send them our way.
Sponsored by Riot Games, and Riot Games told us to tell you guys to give us some keys.
Yeah.
If you want to
So
give us a key, hit us up on our social media. Put our socials in the description.
yeah, right below can
Actually, this is a good
like,
thing to
comment,
ask
subscribe.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, comment, subscribe.
exactly. What was that again?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Exactly. Like, comment, and subscribe on the new channel that this will be going up on. I'll send you the link, bro.
Thanks.
All right, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Good episode. Peace.
Peace, peace.